storyline. We've completed all but 2 DLCs, and the 2 DLCs that we have yet to complete, we have started both of them. Um, so, uh, Ashes to New is one of the DLCs, which is pretty much the Privy Slavitz renovation DLC. Basically, I just need more time to pass in that
Charles
one
IV,
in order to accrue
King of Bohemia and Holy
some more
Roman
groschen
Emperor.
to put money into the town and finish that
The
one up.
empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects
So
lived
since
in
that,
peace and prosperity.
I've been working on the other DLCs. So the other one that we've started but have yet to finish is A Woman's Lot. And the reason why we haven't finished this yet is because there's 2 quest lines in to A Woman's Lot. One having to do with Teresa, which we completed during the last 2 parts, and the other having to do with Johanka, which is the part we will start today. So, if you guys recall from the previous parts, we met Johanka throughout the main thrust of the story, the main storyline. She is a fellow Skalitz refugee and went to the monastery in Sasau down here to help nurse a number of the other Skalitz refugees back to health. So that's pretty much where she's been. She's helped us out with the Merhoyed plague, and we helped her out with treating the folks that were here. Aside from that, not a whole lot's been done with her. Seems like a nice lady, smart. Not clear if she's like a nun or something, but she's definitely some type of doctor, or at least a nurse. And I don't know much about this DLC quest. All I know is that it's the next one to do. The only other quest in our quest log is the epilogue quest, which is to basically leave the map, and that fully ends the game. So I need to get my inventory straight, and then we'll head off. I don't need this shield. And I got all the Zool stuff. I'll put all this away too. Okay. And food. 89 and 82. Okay, yeah, we're chilling. I don't have Smitten. I may as well get Smitten before I leave.
I'd like to know...
Oops.
That's all. Wouldn't you like to...
I'd love...
Oh, we're taking a trip. Are we going to Skalitz? This is the first time I've tried to do a little rendezvousing with Teresa since completing the A Woman's Lot quest. So it looks like we're going to Skalitz. Maybe we'll have a conversation about her brother that died at the end of that DLC, because that was sad.
That was quite a long way. So, are you going to tell me why we came here?
Here's where my brother is.
Oh. I didn't realise. Sorry.
I wanted to come back here, but I was afraid to come alone.
No, very wise. It's still not safe in these parts.
Sometimes I think it was my fault. If only I'd done more for him, he might still be alive. If we'd left the mine during the night with Matthew and the others, maybe it would all have ended differently.
Maybe, but I doubt it. You said yourself that Samuel wouldn't have managed the journey. You did everything you could for him, and if you'd left during the night, you wouldn't have saved my life.
I know. It's just so hard sometimes. I know I did everything, but it wasn't enough. How could God let it happen?
You must have faith despite everything.
I know that feeling. If I'd done things differently, maybe I could have saved my parents. But you can't let that take hold of you. You have to believe there's some sense in it all, in spite of everything.
I'm not sure I can. How can you hold on to your faith after all that, Henry? I'll never forget Samuel and Stibor and Papa, and I'll never be able to accept the injustice of it all. But I still have you.
I love you, Teresa.
I love you, Teresa.
I know. Thanks for walking with me, Henry.
Oh, she hit me with the I know.
Everything
Dang.
else. I couldn't manage without you.
Dang.
Home again. See you again sometime.
Yes. Come by again.
All right, we got smitten. Let's go. All right, let's head to Sasau and start the last quest line. Who's this dude?
May I have your attention for a moment?
Sure. I think I know who this guy is. I've watched enough videos. Oh, 110. Let's have a longsword duel with this guy.
Sir, a word!
I got one save, so I'm not going to use it. We're just going to have to
What is it?
fight this guy straight up.
I'd like to challenge you to a duel, sir. A little amicable combat.
Why would I want...
Ad honorem.
Well, if that...
So, shall we?
That sounds interesting.
Ah, so shall...
No, sir.
I see. I'll tell you what. I have a fine suit of armor, a horse, and a sword I won at dice. I'll bet a piece of...
Let's do it.
All right. Why not?
I'm glad to hear it. Let's get to it, then. I'll slay you, you scum.
I don't want to kill him. I'll just beat him up a little bit until he quits.
Come here.
Oh, that's a good hit for him.
Kurva peaks. Can't.
So he's bleeding. That's why I got the sadist. But I don't want to kill him. Okay, he quit.
Here, the reward you've earned.
Thank you. Can't talk to him. Okay, cool. It's a good fight.
Yeah.
Made of the bones.
Before we start this quest, I'm gonna go take a nap at the inn Because I have a bed over there. And then we'll get the quest line started. Oops.
Yeah.
Okay. It's been a few minutes, but there's Johanka. Let's have a chat.
May the...
How are you getting on?
Oh, better. A little, at least. There's less wounded than there was. Some got better. But there are more and more people in need of treatment. Someone gets kicked by a horse, someone eats something bad, another can't sleep or has the ague. Everyone's got a problem, and it feels like I'm the only one in the whole world who's able to help them. And Matthias, he worries me most of all. Brother Nicodemus helped me to move him here after what happened in Merhoyed. But he's still lying in a fever, and nothing seems to help.
I'm sorry to hear it. To be honest, you look all done in.
I know. I'm constantly on my feet, and when I get a chance to rest for a while, I don't sleep well. I keep having peculiar dreams and waking up. I get up in the morning, feeling like I haven't slept at all.
Interesting. I brought you something for the sick.
I brought you something.
That's sweet of you. What is it?
Some meat?
I've got quite a bit of meat. More than I can eat myself. I thought you might be able to use it.
Have 5 meat, I guess. Or 3 meat.
Thank you so much. This will help us a lot. We've barely got enough to eat, you know?
Glad to be of help. What's wrong with Matthias?
As I said, his wound is... Me and Brother Nicodemus are at a... I pray every night.
Ah, poor Matthias. You know, I could get you some potion to help calm you down.
Thanks. But there's no point.
No. I brought you something.
That's sweet.
I've got a bit of spare coin.
We certainly could.
I'd like to give you 360
Call me daddy.
Thanks, Henry. You're an angel.
So tell me about these
What
dreams.
do you mean? Peculiar dreams?
The same one. Over and over. In it, the Virgin Mary appears to me.
The Blessed Virgin? Really?
Really. She looks just like in the painting over the altar in Sasau Church. I always dream that I'm back in Scarlet's again. Like before. Before everything.
I understand.
I'm standing at the foot of the hill, with the castle behind
Interesting.
me, by the walkway leading to the ore-washing tanks, near the woods. Uncle used to work there. I'm bringing him some food, going towards the pond. Then everything suddenly goes dark. I carry on uphill, along the stone channel up to the mouth of a huge cave. I go inside and the darkness surrounds me. But I keep going, and then I see sitting there in the dark
Who? Who do you see?
the devil. He scowls at me with these horrible eyes. Then everything becomes engulfed in flames, and I try to flee from them. I run through the cave, but I can't find the way out. I can hear the devil behind me laughing horribly. When I can run no longer, I
Sound
stop,
like fun
and the
dreams.
flames catch up with me, and then I die. Then I wake up, still feeling the heat of the flames, and I can't get back to sleep again. All I can do is kneel by my bed and pray until morning.
Interesting.
You said something about the Virgin Mary?
Yes, she's always there with me until it goes dark. She goes to the cave with me, but she doesn't go inside.
Weird.
And you have that same dream every night?
Night after night. It started some time ago and it never ends.
Weird.
Have you told anyone about it?
No, no one at all, except for you. I was afraid people would think I was losing my mind.
Right. Well, it does sound a bit, mad.
I know. Sometimes I think so myself, but then, when the dream keeps coming back, I think it must mean something.
It's only a bad dream. I think you're right. I think it's only a bad dream.
Oh, I don't know. It seems to me you're reading too much into it. It's just a bad dream, that's all. It'll pass.
I thought at least you would understand, if no one else. But I know. I just know. I was thinking, that maybe I should go there, but the truth is, I'm afraid. And anyway, I can't leave here. So, I was wondering, since you're here, whether you wouldn't go there and have a look around for me. You're able to take care of yourself. After all, you've been in battle.
Yeah, I'll help you out.
All right. If it means you'll be able to sleep peacefully again, I'll go there, but what exactly do you want me to do there?
I don't know. Just go there and see if there's anything weird there, and then come and tell me.
Of course. Take care of yourself, and I hope things get better. With you and Matthias and everything.
Thanks, Henry.
Okay. Find the cave that Johanka's talking about. It's one of these. It's not this one. I don't see any caves up here. Alright. Time to go to Skelett's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that dog doing? A couple of dogs. Hello. Trespassing. Explore the miners' huts. Is this where I am? Yeah. I'm right here.
What in the name of God are you doing here?
I hid here when Scarlet's was raided, and now I'm keeping guard until his lordship returns.
Oh, you belong to the Skalitz garrison?
Yeah. Are you blind or deaf? You thought there was no one here and you could come and loot the place, did you? Well, you thought wrong, you thieving magpie. And you'll answer to cold steel.
But just a minute. I'm from Skalitz, and I know all the guards. I never saw you there.
Then you can't be from Scarlet's, or I'd remember your face.
Oh? Tell me then, what's the name of the miller's daughter?
Yitka.
It's Teresa, you lying bastard.
Alright, you got me. I just wanted to hide out here. I figured no one would look for me after what happened. So who sent you here? Yolin of Rocket Sam? On account of me killing his son?
No.
Hyman of Yihlava? He's had it in for me ever since I plundered his estate.
Oh, I wasn't sent by any Hyman.
Oh, fuck, this is serious. You're from that Lord Sokol, who I left in the shit and
This guy's
stick with
just
his
telling
band
on
when the Bishop
himself.
of
That's
Ollamut was
hilarious.
after him, yeah?
I don't know any Lord Sokol.
Then who the fuck sent you? Spit it out before I cut you in half.
Johanka sent me.
What fucking Johanka?
From Sasau. She had this vision, in a dream.
What? I've been hiding for a month from hardened cutthroats, and you found me here because some wench had a dream?
Yeah, basically.
By Christ, you must be cursed!
You won't have it so easy with me. I know how to defend myself.
I sincerely hope so. I wouldn't want it to be over too quick, and you won't betray me, alive or dead. You'll join the others down below once I've finished with you. Prepare to be purged! I'll slaughter you. Hey! Yippa! God damn! Quitting?
Well, this guy seemed like a scumbag. I'll let him bleed out. Old family heirloom. So I'll take that. Are you dead yet? Nope. Oh, no, he's dead. Cool. His shield was interesting. Had a little devil dude on it. Yeah, there's a shield. Devil's Scowl. Interesting.
God have mercy, this is a small fortune. Fine clothing, armor and weapons. Serious loot. And a cumin faceplate helmet. Interesting. Well, this didn't just fall out of the sky. That murderous bastard must have killed a lot of people.
Find the cave. Okay. Alright, so still haven't found the cave. Okay, so yeah. Oh. Not my horse. Let's cook up some fish. Apparently I can't do that. Okay.
Ah, there's an entrance up there. Well, this is it. I thought it was supposed to be a big cave. Oh, maybe it's bigger on the inside. Oh, Christ, poor wretch. No doubt he wanted to raise the alarm about the raid on Skalitz, but those bastards got him.
Okay. Let's get out a torch.
Oh, Jesus, something stinks here.
Well, if that dude killed a bunch of
Oh,
people...
fuck.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. He was only a boy. That bastard killed them all and threw their corpses down here. Thank Christ that's over and done with.
Yeah,
Skalitz Waffenrock. Maybe Sir Radzig sent someone here to check on things. That didn't turn out too well. He looks like he was well healed, judging from what's left of him. Maybe a merchant who took a shortcut this way to avoid paying customs? Poor wretch. What did he do to deserve such a fate? Looks like a human, judging by the kaftan. Poetic justice.
Interesting.
Oh, Sakra. It's hellishly deep here.
Dang. Well, that is interesting. Yep, I'm glad I didn't mercy kill the guy. Seems like a douche. Alright, let's head back.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm turned around already. Excuse me.
Dear God.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I know where I am now. Alright, we're gonna go to sleep since it's bedtime, and then we'll talk to Johanka in the morning.
Yeah.
Pickled herring. Delicious. Alright, let's go.
Yeah.
So,
I was
your
in that
dream
cave
led me
you dreamt
somewhere.
about.
Oh? Tell me, what did you find there?
It was just like you said, it was different than what you said.
Everything was just like you said. There was a cave, and inside it was hell itself. I've never seen anything so horrible in my life.
And was he there? Surely not.
No. There was no devil there. There was a pile of dead bodies. Murdered. It wasn't a pretty sight, I can tell you. There was this fearsome warrior up above the shaft. He murdered a lot of people and threw their bodies down the shaft to hide them. He went for me too. He fought like a demon, but I overcame him in the end. His reign of terror is over.
Mary, Mother of God, thank you for going there, Henry.
I won't forget that in a hurry. It almost cost me my life. Anyway, all's well that ends well, right?
I hope so. But, you know what? I had another dream. A different one.
Another one?
Yes, another one. The Virgin Mary appeared to me again. And I think she's trying to give me a message. She's trying to warn us.
Warn us?
Yes.
Another
it all
dream.
makes sense, can't you see? That other dream about the cave, that was a test. Our Lady was testing me. And now she wants to give me a message.
But I was the one who went there, not you.
That's true. But I sent you there. I think that was enough. Otherwise I wouldn't have had another dream, would I? Our Lady was testing whether I would understand her message.
But it doesn't make sense. There was no cave, just an old mine shaft, and no devil, just a murderer. Evil, but mortal.
But that's just it. Evil things are happening because we are sinful. We need to change our ways. And the Virgin wants to help us do it. That cave, or mine shaft, or whatever. It makes sense. The Virgin Mary wanted us to prevent evil doing, and we did. Thanks to you, murdering innocent people. What is that but the devil's work?
I suppose. What message are you talking about?
I'm not sure exactly what Our Lady wants to tell me, but I think I should tell the people. All of them. I can't just keep this to myself.
I don't know. It sounds a bit presumptuous.
No, it all makes sense. Mary, Mother of God, heard my prayers. I prayed every evening that she would heal Matthias, and she answered my prayers. First she tested me, and then, when I passed her test, she appeared to me again. Now I must do her will, and pass on her message. And when I've done all she's asked of me, then she will heal Matthias.
Sounds a little bit
I
crazy.
don't know. It all sounds a little... well, crazy. Why would the Virgin Mary choose us, that is you, to speak to?
I don't know why she should choose me, but that's what's happened, and I can't refuse her, can I?
I'd say you're having peculiar dreams and that's all. It'll pass. I've been through something similar myself. I had a strange dream too, not so long ago. It was after Runt nearly killed me in Skalitz. I was back there again, in the middle of all that slaughter. It was dark everywhere, and I was carrying the sword Pa made for Sir Radzig. I had to fight my way through humans who looked like demons of hell. I found my parents, and then I woke up.
You see? It must mean something. These things
Interesting.
come to you for a reason.
I suppose. But what do you want to do about it?
I should... well, like I said, I should go on the town square and tell everyone what Our Lady showed me in my dreams. Won't you come with me? I'd feel so much better if you were there with me. Actually, we can go right now. People will be going to the market in the morning, and we can make it on time.
Well... alright.
I don't like this.
If you want, I'll come with you.
Thank you.
This feels
Henry.
sus. I
Let's
don't
go
get the
then.
choice.
Why waste time? God be with you.
This seems like a good way to get accused of blasphemy, Johanka. What if we just like followed up the dreams,
How's life here in Saffron?
the leads that you're getting from your
Much
dreams,
the same
like,
as in Scarlet.
ourselves?
That is,
Why do we have to
before
bring like
everything.
everybody?
It's
into
quieter now.
It? I don't understand that.
Most of the work has been done, and everyone is waiting to see what the harvest will be like. Then everyone will be on their feet from dawn to dusk.
I pray it'll be a good harvest, so we have supplies for winter and enough to seed in spring.
God's truth. A couple of bad harvests and we'd be in danger of famine. Well, let's hope it will be good. Every grain counts, especially now, with all sorts of bandits roaming the country, and a great army, too.
I hope Sir Radzig and Sir Hannes get it all sorted out before the harvest.
If those marauders carry on, they'll plunder the whole province. And then where will we be?
The best thing would be to hide the supplies. Bury them underground, so the bandits don't find them.
But what if they threaten the villagers? Most people would be happier to give up their supplies than have their farms burnt down or their livestock herded off.
Livestock can be hidden in the woods. Pa told me about it once.
Maybe. You can't hide a farmhouse, or whole families. What if they take your children and threaten to cripple them, or the farmers? You can't do much work in the fields with your arms broken. And in the winter it's even worse. They might as well dig your grave.
Sir Radzig would never allow that to happen, though. He'd come with his garrison, and those bastards who harassed his subjects would soon be hanging from the nearest tree.
I'd be happier, though, if they all moved on and left us in peace.
What if they don't move on, though? Then the only answer is cold steel.
You men and your endless fighting.
Oh well. Sometimes you gotta put a man in the ground. Taking forever to walk there, dude.
How are things with the infirmary? Did they give you a bit more coin at least?
Unfortunately not. They said there'll be no more until St. Havel's Day.
So that's still a long way off.
I think I gave you
No.
360
On St. Havel's
groschen.
Day, the payments come from the surrounding villages and the outlying farms. Some of them are supposed to pay in chickens, eggs, or other things, but a lot pay in groschen. Then they might give us more.
Excuse me.
I could buy some meat at the butcher's.
You buy that often? I thought you said you had to save every groschen you can.
That's true, but you wouldn't believe the things those monks think up.
How's that?
You know they're forbidden to eat red meat. It's a sin. Saint Benedict forbade it.
I didn't know that.
Neither did I until recently. That's not all. The thing is, they have an exception to the rule. They can eat red meat if they're sick, so they recover faster. Then, it's not a sin. So some of them are always coming along with all sorts of ailments. So they can lie around in the infirmary and eat meat. Of course, the monks have precedence, so I have to go to the butcher's. And then, there's not enough money for other things.
Well, well. You learn something new every day.
I've even heard tell that there was a monk who tried to keep pigs in a pond at one time.
Why on earth would he do that?
To prove they're water creatures. The monks are allowed to eat water creatures, you see. Not only fish, but even beavers and the like.
That's good. I'd never come up with something like that. And how did it end up?
I don't know. Maybe they drowned.
That's good, though. I must remember that one.
Tell me, how is it being in the service of Sir Radzig?
I was surprised he took me into his service after I lost his sword, but it all made sense to me when I found out that actually Sir Radzig is my father.
What?
Yeah, really. I still can't quite believe it myself either. I'm his son. His bastard son, that is. See, he and Ma had... well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, he left me to my father, my other father, Martin, to raise me, see?
I see. I suppose. And what does that mean for you now?
I'm not quite sure myself. See what happens.
My word. That's quite a story. So now you're Sir Henry of Scarlet's.
I don't think so. Not for now, anyway. But to you, I'll always be just plain Henry. Yeah. Don't worry. You'll surely find your place too eventually.
I hope so.
Almost to the
Listen.
market.
When she visits you, the Virgin Mary, what does she look like?
Like I said, like that picture above the altar. She just appears in a kind of golden glow, in a blue cloak.
And then?
Then she beckons to me, and things start to appear. Pictures of all kinds. They look like the paintings in church, but moving, glowing with fire and lots of colours and this golden light.
My, it's really something. How is Matthias doing?
No change. He's lying in a fever and nothing helps. I'm really afraid for him.
He'll get better, don't you worry. He's a tough little bugger. No fever is going to beat him.
I hope you're right. Actually, it does look like his fever is dropping a bit. But maybe that's just wishful thinking.
Oh, it's a two-headed guard. Oh, never mind.
Johanker, what are you actually going to do when we get to the market square?
Actually, I haven't thought about it much. I have to pass on the message from Our Lady to the people. So I'll stand somewhere and tell them what I saw in my dream. Like the itinerant creatures who are always
Stay away
wandering
from
around the
people
land.
if you can't ride a horse, you moron!
You're the one walking into my horse,
anything
dude.
like that?
No, I haven't. But it can't be all that hard, can it?
I couldn't say. But I'm sure you can do it.
Our Lady will guide me.
Okay.
Maybe I should talk a bit like that charlatan. He knows how to make an impression. The tears of the Blessed Virgin shall bring solace to the sinners, and whoever should touch her cloak shall be suffused with divine grace. Probably not. I wouldn't want people to think I was in league with that trickster.
Probably a good idea.
The Lord have mercy. My hands are shaking. I can't do it like this. Holy Mary, you have given me this task. Now please give me the strength and courage to speak, and let me find the right words when I have need of them. Look down on me in your mercy, and let me not fail you. Amen. The Lord have mercy. My hands are shaking. I can't do it like this. I have to mention the Virgin Mary, of course. Maybe the Virgin Mary visited me. That will get their attention. I'll say it like that. Holy Mary, you have given me this task. Now please give me the strength and courage to speak, and let me find the right words when I have need of them. Look down on me in your mercy, and let me not fail you. Amen. What then? Maybe the land shall be engulfed in fire as punishment for our sins? That wasn't bad. But maybe best to save it for later and start differently, so everyone knows I mean it seriously. I have to mention the Virgin Mary, of course. Maybe the Virgin Mary visited me. That will get their attention. I'll say it like that. What should I say first? How about, I had a dream? Actually, that doesn't sound bad. That might work.
Are you gonna go? Do I need to talk to you?
Henry, I'm a bit worried. I never spoke to people like that before. I've no idea what to say. They'll all laugh at me.
You can do it, I'll advise you.
Don't worry, you can do it. People will swallow anything, believe me. Just
People
start
will
with something
swallow
that will grab
anything.
their attention. Like
I
the
think you're
Blessed Virgin
crazy,
visited
and I
you.
don't believe
That
anything
should
you're
do it.
doing.
And once you've
But
got
you
their
should
ears,
100% do it,
then
and
the
I'll help you
important
because
part.
all these people are
Nothing could be
stupid.
easier.
Okay, we're going the evil
Maybe for
route as
you.
Henry.
Why don't you do it instead if it's that easy?
I would. Only the Virgin Mary didn't choose me. Remember? Now don't worry about it.
And now he's being
People
petty.
always want
Let's
to
go,
hear
Henry.
something sensational. They'll be hanging on your every word, and I'll be there with you.
All right. Thanks, Henry. Nothing could be easier. Yeah. All right. Here goes. Take care. The Virgin Mary. The Virgin Mary came to me in a dream. And she showed me things. Things I've never seen before. A great city. A great and beautiful city it was. Great and beautiful. With many, many spires. Tall spires. Golden in the sunlight.
No one's listening,
And
but maybe
around
we
the
should keep it
city
that
was
way.
a mighty wall.
I feel like she's
All
gonna
this
get
she
herself
showed to
locked
me.
in the loony bin or hung as a witch.
But then the city was suddenly engulfed in flames. The earth began to shake and the gate burst open. Holes opened up in the ground and from them beasts of hell leapt forth. They broke down the walls and stormed the city through the broken gate. And the beasts hunted down all the sinners. They sank their fangs into their burning flesh and tore them to pieces mercilessly. And the sinners screamed and tried to flee them. But it was in vain.
Uh-oh.
But then, Our Lady appeared. Mary, the Holy Mother of God. She covered the whole city in her cloak, smothered the flames, and drove out the beasts. The penitent sinners came out of the city, knelt before the Virgin in prayer, and thanked her for their salvation. That is the vision that came to me. And I believe this message was not meant for me alone. It was a warning to us all. We are those sinners, and we must once again build those mighty walls. Not from stone or wood, but from virtue and love for our neighbor. And whoever has sinned and acted unrighteously must repent and change their ways.
That lass doesn't hold. Isn't she that lass who works for Brother Nicodemus?
Talk to Johanka and she's not authorized.
Johanka?
Not now. Please. I need peace and quiet for a while. I must sit down.
Please. It's very important. The way you spoke. It sounded so true. I even had a feeling the earth shook beneath my feet when you spoke. I have some trouble. And I didn't know who to go to until I heard you speak.
Not now. Please. I can't.
But you were just talking about helping your neighbor.
All right. But quickly, I beg you.
It's about my husband, Ambrose, the tailor. He's good to me. He's an honest tradesman and a skilled one. But he keeps playing dice. He sits at that table late into the night, and more than once he lost a small fortune.
I'm sorry to hear that. But I don't know how I could help.
I want him to stop. But he won't listen to me. I'm at a loss what to do. I thought maybe if you were to go and have a word with him...
Oh, all right. I'll come and see you when I have some time to spare.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
Okay.
My word, Johanka. That speech of yours on the square. I swear I never heard anything like it in my life.
Let's talk about it later. Right now, Guta, the Sasau tailor's wife, came to talk to me and she was quite desperate. Did you hear?
Yep.
Yes, I heard everything. So give her some advice then.
But I don't know what to tell her. Our Lady didn't prepare me for anything like that.
Oh, that's what you wanted, isn't it? Your words didn't fall on deaf ears, and now you can't let people down when they come to you.
I suppose you're right. We ought to try and do something.
We?
Be quiet and think. We have to find a way.
Jesus, you're really full of holy fire.
Stop blaspheming and start thinking how we can get Ambrose to give up his dice playing.
Supposing Ambrose were to lose enough to make him regret it. If he were to lose something really important. Mal was used to scold me by saying, one day you'll go too far and then you'll be sorry.
That's it, Henry. Ambrose has to realise for himself how he's harming others, and most of all his wife and himself. Thank you.
Glad to be of help.
But I can't go anywhere. Never mind playing dice in taverns. I've too much work to do. But you could.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Henry. Go and see the tailor's wife and sort it out with her. I have to go back now. Good luck, then.
Try and help the tailor with this problem. Okay.
Well,
Johanka sent me. She asked me to help you with your trouble.
she did. That's wonderful. But she said she'd come herself.
Well, she's up to her ears in work, and besides, we figured your husband wouldn't pay much attention to a woman, since he doesn't even listen to you.
I'm afraid that's true. What now, though?
Well, Johanka thought it would help if Ambrose saw how playing dice was no good either for himself or for you.
Ha! I've been telling him off about it for years to no avail. I even took his dice several times. But he always gets new ones.
You won't get anywhere telling him off. Ambrose has to realise it for himself. If he lost everything he has to me, that would teach him a lesson. And then I talk to him man to man.
Oh, God, no. I want him to stop playing, not to lose the roof over our heads.
No, don't worry. Whatever I win from him, I'll give it back to you. But first, he really has to believe he's lost everything.
Do you swear, by the Virgin Mary, to give everything back?
I'm not going to make a sacred oath over such a worldly thing. My word should be enough.
If you won't swear to give everything back, forget it.
Don't you trust me?
Come on, don't tell me you don't trust me. After all, Johanka sent me. I'm doing this for your own good. And your husband's, am I not?
That's true enough. Very well then. If you think it'll help, take him for everything he has.
Where can I find Ambrose?
He's not here now. He's getting ready for a trip to Kuttenberg on some business or other. No doubt you'll find him at the inn. You'd better hurry if you want to catch him. He said he wants to leave soon.
Do you think he'll want to play with me?
Well, he promised not long ago he'd quit. But I'll believe it when I see it. He'll keep playing, especially when he's had a drink or two. And if he's feeling lucky, he'll lose his head entirely and play till the early hours.
All right. Thanks for the advice.
Take care.
Good people, the kingdom of God is at hand, my children.
I'm gonna take a bath.
Good God.
And then we'll go beat this dude at
What
dice.
happened to your clothes?
Yeah, why do you think I'm here?
So what are you...
Bath.
Get myself...
I'm sure... Good luck then.
Thank you. Okay. Whoops. That goes here. Might as well take a nap. And then we'll play my dice. Alright. Who's the dude I'm playing at dice? guy? This is the guy I want to play against.
Well, well, Goodman Ambrose.
Win
Yes.
all of his coin from
Is
him.
there something I can do for you?
I heard you were about to leave for Kuttenberg.
Aye. Sir Sebastian von Berg ordered new clothes and he won't settle for anything but the best. I have to go and buy some fine linen, brocade and other things. I'm taking 600 groschen to pay for it all. I'll make him the finest garments ever.
Ah, I see. Well, Sir Sebastian's a man who doesn't like to be disappointed.
True indeed. I'll be on my way just as soon as the horse is shod and the wagon hitched up.
Wanna play dice?
God be with...
Let's have a drink together to...
That's kind of you. Bye. Good health.
May it serve you.
You look like a fellow who's been around. Tell me, what's going on in the countryside? Are the roads safe?
Oh, it's safer in the province now. There was a pack of enemy cutthroats holed up in Pribyslavitz, north of Talmberg. Mercenaries, bandits, humans, and other rabble. But we attacked them and smashed them to pieces. So yes, the roads are safer now.
My word. And who led the attack?
Coppola? No. I led the attack.
I did. The bold Henry of Skalitz. Let's have a drink to my bravery.
Well now, I had no idea I was sitting here with such a warrior. A toast to your bravery.
Bravery it was, I cannot deny. Not one of them could match me in combat. Ha! Let's drink to my sword fighting skill.
To your incomparable skill, Master Swordsman.
I rained a barrage of blows on the enemy's heads, to my strength and speed.
Aye, aye, to your fast, powerful arm.
But first I had to track down their lair. So, let's drink to my cunning, too.
Is that so? Then you have the cunning of a fox.
But there was a band of brigands on the rampage in the province. They attacked the stud farm at Neuhof, killed old Smill, the owner, and torched the stables.
So it's true then? I heard some talk about it, but I thought it was exaggerated. Maybe I should take an escort with me.
No, not to worry. Fortunately, I caught up with those bastards and put a stop to their pillaging.
That's good news indeed. Let's drink to your accomplishment.
It was no easy matter, I can tell you. They were cleverly holed up, but they weren't smart enough for me. Ha! To my wits!
Ha ha! To your wits!
Sigismund's hordes attacked Skalitz, razed the castle, pillaged the whole area, and slaughtered a lot of people.
I heard, lad. I heard. God have mercy on those poor souls.
But a lot more people would have died if I hadn't warned them. I took an arrow in the leg, but I still rode on to Talmberg to alert them there.
Well done. I toast your determination.
And another thing we can drink to. That wound still hurts. We can drink to that.
Yes, to your wound.
May those bastards burn in hell.
May they burn in hell.
Coming right up.
Did you hear what happened in Merhayed?
No? What happened there?
Some bandits attacked the locals.
God have mercy. It seems that's the lot of decent folk on this earth. Some fucker thinks he can take what he wants by the sword, and there's damn little you can do about it.
Ah, but the villagers weren't such an easy mark. They stood up to them and put up a fight. They even managed to take one captive.
Good on them. That's what those bastards deserve.
But it didn't end with that. Some pestilence broke out, and people thought it was the plague.
God have mercy on us.
It turned out it wasn't the plague, though. Those murdering bastards poisoned the wells there.
The low-down whoresomes. They ought to hang. The lot of them.
Let's drink to those brave souls in Merhoyed. They stood up to a pack of cutthroats and captured one.
Glory to them!
Not even the pestilence could break them. With the help of Brother Nicodemus, they recovered.
Glory to your brother Nicodemus too.
Aye, and may trouble pass them by now and leave them to enjoy the peace they deserve.
Aye, peace to all people with good souls.
So,
That's right.
that's nice. I've never been there. What's it like?
Ah, it's great, lad. Grand it is. Kutenberg is a big town, with strong walls, and more churches than you'd count on your fingers. Even the king himself has a palace there, and it's packed with people. When there's a fair, the whole town is on its feet. You've never seen the like. But the city elders are troubled now. Sigismund and his army are camped near the town, and nothing good can come of that.
The devil take that damn Sigismund! He's done damage enough here already!
My word, lad, what's got into you?
I'm from Scallis. Sigismund's army laid waste to the place.
Oh, I'm sorry. That must have been awful.
Awful hardly describes it. I'd tell you about it, but first I'd have to drink. A lot.
Then let's drink. Let's keep going.
Took a phone call. I was hoping to play dice with that guy, but getting wasted and just pickpocketing him was more fun, so. Woke up in here because I was drunk. Okay.
Yeah!
Still not up. Sleep for an hour. She's not awake yet. Oh, I got the...
The first, this dice thrower in the province. 3 6s.
Well... So I'll wait a little bit longer. Are you awake yet?
Ambrose, you hound. What got into you yesterday?
Me? Nothing. We drank a bit, all right. Quite a bit. And then I went to sleep.
What? You don't remember? You got as drunk as a lord. Started shouting that you were the greatest dice master in Bohemia and that you'd show everyone. No one had the nerve to tackle you, so you insisted I had to give you a game. But you lost, and then you got really worked up and wanted to save your reputation. We ended up playing until the early hours.
Damn. I don't remember a thing. Did I win?
Oh, you did, a few times. And then you lost everything.
Oh, fuck. Everything?
Everything. The whole 600 groschen you had for buying cloth in Kuttenberg.
Christ in heaven. Oh, God, what am I going to do now? I have to get that money back.
Actually, it wasn't by chance that I ran into you. It was the Virgin Mary who sent me to you.
What are you talking about? Are you trying to make a fool of me?
No, I mean it. My friend Johanka has been visited in her dreams by Our Lady, and she's been passing her message on to the people about amending their ways and repenting for their sins, like playing games of hazard, for example. You see how easily you were tempted into wagering everything you had on dice? You're bringing misfortune down on yourself and your family.
Yeah, you're right. I got carried away. But what am I to do now?
Repent and do penance for your sins. Ask God for forgiveness and swear by the
Henry's
Blessed
nose
Virgin
is so high up in
never
the
to
air
pick
right
up
now.
dice again.
You're right. My passion for dice has gone too far. I'll do what you say.
Give me your dice.
And give me those dice, so they don't tempt you to play again. I'll throw them down a well where they can't put sinful thoughts in your head.
But those aren't just any old dice that you can get anywhere. They bring luck. Well, mostly.
Ambrose.
I don't play with them much. I keep them hidden away for special occasions. Oh, all right. Here you are. Listen, Henry. The money you want from me, do you think maybe I could get it back? I've learned my lesson, I swear. But now I have to go and buy that cloth, and I can't pay for it.
You've seen the error of your ways. That's all I wanted. I never intended to take your money. Here, have it back. And next time, be more sensible about what you do with it.
Thank you, Henry. You're an honourable man. God bless you. Goodbye.
Cool. Oh, I can throw the dice down the well. I kind of don't want to. I kind of want to keep them. Yeah, optional. Yeah, I'm gonna hang on to his dice. Wait, how lucky are these dice? Or are they just not actually lucky? Ambrose's dice. I'll throw them down the well. I'm never gonna use them.
You won't be hurting anyone anymore, as long as you stay there.
Alright. Johanka is probably back at the monastery. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Henry!
I see things are looking up for you. You even got a roof over your head. I'm glad you don't have to sleep in that stable anymore. And it seems the overseer coughed up a groschen or two in the end, eh?
Yes. I'm glad too, but it's a little bit complicated. Monastery affairs, you know. I won't bother you with the details.
Well, what's so complicated? They finally showed appreciation for everything you do here, right?
Yes, something like that. Can we just talk about something else, please?
No.
What's got into you? You're not yourself at all. Is something wrong?
Oh, Henry. If only you knew.
I could
What's
know
the
if
matter?
you tell me.
Sir Sebastian. He kept coming here. Always bringing me gifts, a dress, a piece of jewelry. He was so persistent. I was completely worn out from everything. And he was the only one here who showed me any sympathy. Any understanding. He was quite kind, actually. And then once... more than once, I... went with him.
You
Then he had
slept
this
with the
room
creepy
cleared
dude?
out. And gave it to me.
Oh, snap. You should not have sinned.
I won't tell anyone, I promise. But what you did was bad. Whatever the reason. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
I know. I'm sorry. Please
I'm not the
forgive
one
me,
you need to
but
ask
it's
for
all
forgiveness.
over. I swear. Since I started having those dreams, I haven't been with him. I sold all the things he gave me and bought food and supplies for the sick. I still feel terrible about it. I think maybe it's because of me that Matthias isn't getting better. If I had been more virtuous...
Don't be so hard on yourself. The important thing is you ended it, and you tried to make amends.
So ashamed, Henry. Please forgive me, and don't tell Matthias or anyone else, I beg you.
I won't breathe a word. I promise.
Thank you, Henry. Thank you. I feel relieved for telling you. You're so understanding.
God be with you.
Cool.
Please, go away. I don't feel like talking to anyone now. I need to be alone for a while.
Crying won't fix it.
It's no use crying over spilt milk. What's done is done. You ended it, and that was the right thing. Now forget it and move on. You have an important mission.
I appreciate your sincerity. You might have put it more sensitively.
Yeah, I
You're
might
right.
have. Or I could have slapped you in the face. How are things
How's
with
Matthias
Matthias?
doing?
think he's getting better. It looks like his fever's fallen. Sometimes we even talk for a while. I just hope he
Nice.
doesn't relapse again.
Nah, he'll pull out of it. You'll see. My word, Johanka. That speech of yours,
So,
I'm at a loss for words. It sounded almost like it wasn't you at all. Flames, a golden city, beasts of hell. I heaved a sigh of relief when the Virgin Mary came and everything. It was the best sermon I ever heard.
oh, thank you, Henry. What about other people?
I'd say they liked it.
Oh, and do you think it made sense?
Oh, yes. It was a warning about our sinfulness.
Yes. Thank you, Henry.
So am I. I went to see the tailor's wife, like you wanted.
Oh, and how did it go?
I think it turned out well. Ambrose admitted he was overdoing it with the dice playing and promised to quit.
That's great news, Henry. You've helped him and his wife a lot. Thank you. You're a true friend. I think this is exactly what the Blessed Virgin wants from us.
How are things going otherwise?
You wouldn't believe what happened. One of the bathhouse wenches came to me.
Oh? What does she want?
She said she wanted to find a different job. Something more virtuous. She said she decided to change her life after listening to me on the square.
Nice. Only one girl. See what you've achieved.
See what you're capable of? Our Lady didn't pick you for nothing. You help everyone around you. I think you're really great, Johanka.
That's very sweet of you, Henry. Thank you. If only there were more like that, though.
How do you mean?
I mean, more people who want to find a better, more virtuous life. If only we could help them to do that.
I might know of someone. There's this prostitute in Ledechko. Adela, her name is.
And how do you know her?
I happened across her by chance when I was tracking the Neuhof raiders. Don't look at me like that. She was mixed up with one of them and I had to question her. I wouldn't say she was particularly happy there either.
That sounds promising, Henry. We should try and
Is
help
this the
her.
one? I think this was the bathhouse wench that got
Wow.
kidnapped
I'm not sure.
and that I had to rescue.
Maybe we could persuade her to give up what she's doing and find a different job. If she works at the baths, she'll surely have knowledge of some basic things.
What basic things? Laundry?
No, she'd know about healing wounds, health-giving decoctions, bloodletting and the like. And I could certainly use a second
Ah,
pair
you can
of
make
hands
her a
here.
nurse here. I see what you're saying. Okay.
You're right. I'll head off right now. If it's the will of the Blessed Virgin, it must be done.
Henry, please try and convince her. I can find a place for her here. God be with...
Okay. Proceed. Prostitute in Ledechko.
Yeah.
Go and sin no more. Okay. Here. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Want to earn a bit of coin?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ be praised.
This one.
How may I serve you?
Is Adela still working here?
What do you want Adela for? Ain't my tits big enough for you?
Yes, plenty big. But I really
Plenty
need to
big.
speak to Adela.
But I still need to talk to
Do you
this
know where
other
she
chick.
is?
How should I know? Go and ask Madame.
Good luck then.
Oh, she's upset.
God grant.
Is...
What do you mean?
Well, you know, at the bar.
You pig. Are you not ashamed of yourself prowling around here after women?
Oh God, no! I want to take her away, so she doesn't have to.
Oh, I beg your
Thanks.
and sorry about that thing with your pride and may the Lord
Stay
watch
where
over
it is and healthy. Thanks. I appreciate it. Here she is.
If you want to go inside, you'll have to wait until tomorrow.
I don't want to wait till tomorrow.
Christ!
Unpleasant. The gentleman is a little on the rough side, but he paid.
I want to talk.
You can't now. The door stays.
No. The church sent me.
She could be killed in there. And do you think the bailiff wouldn't hold you responsible, sitting here and doing nothing to stop it?
You really think she could be? Good almighty.
I'm surprised you haven't seen it happen
take the key.
before. If you're a frickin' madam.
Please, help her.
So turn over and shut your damned mouth.
No! Leave me alone, you pig!
Hey, buddy.
Are you yanking my pizzle? I said get out.
No.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for Adela.
For Adela? But I paid for that whore.
I don't care. I'm not going to wait.
You're really looking for a punch in the snout.
Don't you know who I am? Get out, bro.
Now fuck off, you piece of shit, before I break your arms for you.
Come and try it, you piece of shit.
Let's go.
Kurwa pigs.
That's a GG.
What have you done?
What a mess! Couldn't you just have talked to him? I should never have let you in. I don't need any trouble. Couldn't you have gone and sorted it out somewhere else with him?
No.
What in God's name have you done?
I saved you.
Oh my God! Henslin will kill me! If Marouche doesn't first.
Everything will be all right.
All right? You said that about Hinnick when you were looking for him.
I don't need this
and
shit.
he ended up
But you
dead.
haven't heard the last of this, fucker. I'll cut your fucking
Leave this
throat
place.
for that.
I'll help you.
What? Why? What are you on about?
Yeah, Hinnick was already dead when I found him, so...
You don't have to live in this rat hole anymore. We'll leave together.
Who gave you that idea?
Johanka.
What Johanka are you talking about, for God's sake?
She's from Skalitz, like me. Just an innocent girl.
They all claim that.
But she really is. Well, that is... she was.
Ha! So what did she do? Did she go with a man for money too?
Only to help others.
Yeah, I guess she did.
Oh, I bend over backwards here to help others.
It was only on account of her that the wounded from Skalitz got to Sasau. Although they didn't have it easy there either.
I heard they took them in at the monastery.
Aye, but they didn't exactly bend over backwards to help them there. Johanka had to take care of them on her own. Most of them wouldn't have lived without her. And to get some extra supplies for them, she succumbed to the custodian there.
For them? She had nothing out of it for herself.
She only did it for them.
My. I don't think I've ever met anyone like that.
Look, when I came to see her the first time, after Skalitz, she was destroyed. And they wanted to drive her out of the monastery. She could have just gone. But she didn't want to stop helping the others.
But what's any of that got to do with me?
It was Johanka who sent me to you.
But I don't even know her. Why would she send you to me?
It was a revelation from the Virgin Mary.
A revelation? How?
The Blessed Virgin started visiting Johanka in her dreams.
Visiting?
Well, that's how Johanka put it. Like visitations in which she spoke to her. And according to these visitations, she believes she has a duty to save sinners.
And you believe in these visitations?
Yes, I believe.
I'd like to believe too.
Well, why don't you try it then?
How? Like I should just drop everything here, pack my things and go off to see someone I don't even know?
Why not?
It's madness. It's like starting all over from the beginning.
And why did you become,
A prostitute.
Yeah.
If you're expecting to hear some touching tale about a poor girl tossed around by fate, you'll be disappointed. I didn't want a husband, and I needed money.
So just for money?
What do you think I do it for? Love? Have you got a problem with that?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Well, yes. Money isn't everything, you know.
So what else should I do, in your opinion?
Go be a nurse.
You can just find yourself a different livelihood.
Why? What's wrong with the one I have?
I mean, you can't tell. You're living in sin. You're an outcast. You can't do it forever, and you could do something else. So, the answer to this question is because this type of job doesn't actually bring you any respect for yourself, right? You're kind of like, you're disparaging yourself and your own body with what you're doing. And that is not something that a self-respecting person should do. So, but I'm going to go with this one. I'll go with this one.
What about when you get older? Do you think the men will still come to you?
That's true, unfortunately.
A pretty girl like you. You could catch a disease. No one will want you when you're old. You could catch some disease.
You can't go on like this forever. You could catch some nasty disease.
What do you know about such things?
I've seen plenty, believe me. Maybe too much.
Oh, sorry. I try not to think too much about that.
Well, maybe you should. The apothecary in Rattay could tell you a lot about the ailments people come to him with.
I'm still not sure.
You don't care that you're living in sin?
So, virtue won't put food on my table.
And can you live with it?
What do you mean?
Are you able to respect yourself?
There you go.
I have my pride.
Good for you. But don't you want something more? Something to make you really proud of yourself?
Well, maybe. But what?
Haven't you ever wanted to help others?
I don't know if I could do that.
Well, Johanka wasn't very sure of herself at the start either. But now the infirmary couldn't manage without her.
Well, that's true. Maybe I could do it too.
There you go.
You know, you might be right.
You're a
about some
strong,
things.
independent woman,
So
and you
you'll
don't
leave
need
it?
to whore yourself out.
But how? Where would I go? What would I live on?
Wouldn't you like to help in the infirmary at Sasau Monastery?
Would they let me?
Yes.
You're a bath maid who knows something about healing. They'd be glad to have you.
But where will I live?
Well, there, of course. It's modest, but you'll have everything you need.
I'm not used to much anyway.
See then? I reckon you've nothing to worry about.
All right. Will we go right away?
Let's go.
We can go right now. Come on then.
All right. I'll just say farewell to the girls and pack a few things. Mother of God, I'm all in a flutter. To pack up and go, just like that.
You're doing the right thing. You'll see.
Goodbye.
Fast traveling back. Yay! We getting ambushed?
I told you I wasn't done with you yet. I'll hang you up by the balls from the nearest tree, and then I'll get what I paid for from that harlot. What are you doing here? You tired of life, are you?
Get him!
You're dead! Oh dear, did that hurt? Well then.
I'll send you straight to hell.
Lily liver! Is that the best you can do? I'll slaughter you. I'm gonna enjoy this. You'll get what? Is that all you? Take that. Bring it on. Yeah. Give up. I'll floor you. Yeah. Come here, Lily liver.
This is not going as well as I'd like. I'd be dead by now if it wasn't for my dog.
You'll get. Bring it on! Shit! God damn! Over here!
Crap. That's rough. Aim for the head, yeah. A machine gun would have been nice. That's the thing about this game, though, Carter. It's so, they made it very realistic with the fights you can get into. Oh, I'm all the way back here? Right. Okay. Sorry I missed your chats. I don't know if you're still here or not. But we are gonna get ourselves back in that situation. And then I'll just save it right beforehand. Okay, this guy. We'll speed through all these conversations since I've already talked to him.
Oh, It was no, but you and give
Good luck then.
Okay. Got his money, throws
you
dice in
won't
the
be
well.
hurting anyone anymore as long as you stay there.
Henry!
Alright, we're gonna have the same
see things that- I'm
conversation
glad
we
you-
had before.
Well, what's
Yes, can we just...
got in? What's the?
So, he was... And then he...
I won't. What you?
Send.
What?
But it's... I saw...
Don't be. I won't breathe.
Thank... Good luck, then. Please,
That's no. You went.
Fix it.
How is my?
I just...
Nah. My words. I'm not. It's not. I heaved. Was the best.
What a...
I said.
Oh, and...
Oh yeah. It was a.
Yeah,
So am I. I went to.
Oh, that's...
How?
You...
Oh.
She's...
See what I think.
That's... If only...
How do you mean?
I mean, if only...
I might know.
And how do you...
I happen. Don't look at.
That's...
Hmm.
I'm not sure. To give up what she's doing, and if she were...
What base?
No!
You're right.
Goodbye.
Okay. Whoops. Smacked myself into that sign. I'll save it here. That way if I die, I wake up here instead of back in Sasau. some spirits. Take marigold decoction. Take one of these before I start this.
What are you looking for? You'd better not disturb anyone here. I've got an
I'm
important
100%
guest.
stopping this, and I'm gonna do it exactly like I did it last time.
Christ!
The gentleman.
I want to.
You can't.
She could be killed.
She could be. And
You really.
And the thing. Door.
I'll have
this
nothing
door.
to do with you.
Oh, are you yanking my pistol
Not
I'm
going
not
anywhere.
for Adela?
Not gonna
I
wait.
don't care.
You're really
Now fuck off.
come and try.
Get back.
Nice.
Here.
You'll pay me back for this.
I should never have let you in. I don't need any trouble. Couldn't you have gone and sorted it out?
What in
somewhere
God's
else?
name have you done?
I saved you.
Oh my God. Henslin will kill me if Marouche doesn't first.
Everything will be all right.
All right. You said that about Hinnick when you were looking for him, and he ended up dead.
Leave this place. I'll help you.
What? Why? What are you on about?
You don't have to live.
Who gave...
Johanka.
What you...
She's from Scout.
They all...
But she. Well,
Ha.
only to.
Oh.
It was a.
I heard they...
Aye, Johanka. And to.
For them.
She only.
Aye.
Look, when I, she could have.
But...
It was your.
But...
It was a.
A rev...
The ble-
Viz...
Well, and a.
And...
Yes.
I...
Why?
Ha.
Why?
It's ma... Start...
And why did?
A prost...
Yeah.
If you... I didn't...
So.
What do you...
Well, yes.
So...
I do.
You can.
Another job. Can't
What?
do it
That's-
forever.
You can't.
What do you...
Catch a
Oh,
disease.
Well, maybe you.
I'm...
You don't.
So...
And can,
What do you...
You live with what you're doing.
are you,
I have...
Don't you want to be
Well-
proud of yourself?
haven't you?
I
You should
don't-
help others.
Well, you.
Honk
That's...
did it.
You know...
So
But...
wouldn't you?
Would they...
You're about.
But...
Well, there.
I'm not...
See that?
All right.
We can.
All
Go
right,
now.
Mother...
You're doing.
Good luck then.
All right. About to fight again.
I told you I wasn't done with you yet. I'll hang you up by the balls from the nearest tree.
I guess I can take some other stuff. Put some poison on my mace. There's my 20. I want that. This is agility. Actually, fine. Okay.
To my friend.
Fucking hell!
Bring it on.
He's dead.
Well on you!
Kill me.
So,
Christ.
let's bandage yourselves up. Loot these fools. Well, powdered unicorn. He bought it from the. That's funny. He bought the thing that the charlatan says is it's a gentleman's aid in the bedroom. That's funny. Elm longbow. That sounds interesting.
Are you alright?
Yes, I'm fine. It's you they were after mostly. And are you all right?
I'll live.
Ah, just a scratch or two. Those idiots didn't know who they were taking on.
Good. The sooner we go, the better. I don't want to stay here any longer.
All right.
Let's go then.
Take care.
There we go. Continuing on the story.
Here we are. Give it a while and you'll be happy here. Believe me.
Oh, Henry. I'm starting to have a good feeling about this. Maybe I'll really find happiness here.
I'm sure you will. Johanka will take care of you. She's very good at that.
You know, you're the first one to do something for me, without expecting anything. And I don't have anything to give you, unless, if you wanted. For one last time, together.
One for old time's sake. Nope. You're done with that. And I don't know what she means, old time's sake. I've never slept with her before.
You don't have to thank me. And you certainly don't have to offer your body to anyone. Anyone at all.
Oh, thank you, Henry. Thank you.
Johanka's gonna be stoked.
For the love of God! What have you been doing?
I killed some people.
I went to Ledetsko like you asked me.
And? How did it turn out?
You were right. Turned out well with Adela. I persuaded her to leave her trade and find a more virtuous job. She's here for you.
That's great news.
I promised her you take care of her, and I brought her here. She'll help you take care of the sick and injured, like you wanted.
You did a great job, Henry. Thank you. Of course I'll take care of her. We can't let her down now.
And how are things going here?
Much the same as always. There are always wounded and sick people. I'm on my feet from morning till night. But Matthias is better. I'm glad about that.
Oh, that's
There's
good.
these troublemakers, though.
Troublemakers?
Aye. While you were gone, some thugs came here and kicked around the gifts that people brought. Then they vanished before the guards got here.
Oh? Who were they?
Yeah,
I didn't see
I'll hunt
them
them down
at
and
it,
kill them.
but there's some fellas hanging around now by the entrance to the monastery. Maybe that's them? And whenever I go into town, they take liberties with me.
Take liberties
What
how?
does that mean?
Did they hurt you?
No, they just make all sorts of offensive comments on account of me speaking on the square. And when someone comes to see me, they make trouble for them. So now, almost no one wants to come here. Maybe you could have a word with them?
Shouldn't the custodian?
Well, it is. I'd rather sort...
Fair enough.
Good luck, then.
Oh, I don't want to do it that way. I was just curious about why. Okay. Deal with the thugs. Yeah, I'm not gonna get the custodian. So These, they look like a couple of punks.
Johanka's brain is addled. Don't be... God be with...
Fuck off.
My word.
Who sent you here?
Sent us?
You know what? Get the hell out of here.
Ah, we'd love to have...
Don't fuck with me. You leave your hanker alone, or I'll straighten out that crooked
Can I
face
get
of
into
yours.
another fight?
Oh dear, oh dear.
What's the matter?
You'll get what for.
Fuck it!
Bring it on. Now, now.
Into the crotch. That guy's done. Come here. School of a girl. Alright. Deals with that, I guess. Get on it. Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm out of combat. Well, we handled that sitch.
I dealt with those troublemakers.
Thanks, Hen. You didn't say anything.
Never said a word.
Ah, he knows nothing about it. You don't think I...
Good.
Oh?
Listen. There's some merchants staying at the Wagoners. Would you go with me to see? I know those thugs are
Of course I'll go.
Yep. So we're fast traveling again. I'll chat with this merchant.
Pavel of Colin. I believe you were asking for me?
Thank you for coming, Johanka. I hope you're not offended by this meeting place. I apologize, but I feel a little confused in your presence. It's your preaching. In truth, I don't know whether I'm speaking to you or the Virgin Mary.
Oh, I'm quite taken by surprise, but it's me, Johanka, and this is Henry. What is it you wanted to see me about, Pavel?
Divine Providence led me back to Sasau after many years, and by the same grace I heard the words you preached, and my eyes were opened.
Just as the Blessed Virgin wanted. Are you troubled by some sin, Pavel?
I've encountered many things in my life, but I never before heard a true prophetess speaking. And you're right. It came to me that it was time for me to make amends for my sin of long ago, and I decided to do some deed for the common good.
You speak very eloquently, Pavel, though a bit mysteriously. I'm not sure I understand you.
I notice you have an armed escort with you.
Henry is my protector, helper, and good friend. Because not everyone in Sasau hears the words of the Virgin with the same piety as you.
This may be yet another ray of divine providence. You see, I'm looking for someone with an adventurous but honest soul. Someone who would find some wealth that I lost and donate it all to the deserving in Sasau.
Aha! Henry here could be just the man you need.
Is that so, Henry?
You won't find a more adventurous soul in these parts.
You speak boldly. That pleases me. Johanka, I'd like to thank you kindly for your visit. I don't wish to detain you any longer.
If you feel we've said all that needs to be said, I'll leave you and Henry to discuss things alone.
So?
Johanka is an exceptional person with an important mission, wouldn't you say?
I'm glad people see her that way, but I just try and help her as an ordinary friend who's concerned about her.
A job like any other, is it?
Anyway, what is it you want help with?
It's like this. In the last year of Emperor Charles's reign, I came here to Sasau to close a profitable deal, but it didn't turn out entirely as planned, and I was obliged to hide some of my money in the woods near the town. Who would even imagine that in the ruins of an old settlement lies a real treasure trove? I tried to go and recover it myself, and I can be glad that I didn't pay for that attempt with my life, as you've probably noticed.
Hey, you look a little beat up.
Yes. You look like you were mauled by a pack of enraged squirrels.
The truth is even more absurd. I simply lost my footing and tumbled downhill. No doubt another divine sign that I ought to leave the search to someone such as yourself.
I'm not surprised. Merchants in the wilds are a rare species, unlike humans. Where is this treasure of yours, then? I could get the dog to sniff it out.
I'll describe the way there. You can enter the woods between the quarry and the marshland. You can see the spot from here. There's a small stream that flows into the river. Following it upstream seems simple enough, but actually it took me a long time getting up that slope. As I already said, I tripped and rolled quite a way down, after which I considered it wiser to abandon my search. As if that weren't enough, I lost my hat there.
Well, maybe it'll still be there. Unless it's been devoured by some boar with good taste in clothing.
Who knows? If you should find it, you're welcome to have it. As you can see, I've already got a new one. Anyway, at the point where I fell, there's a forest track that joins the stream. If you follow it closely, and you'll need to keep your eyes peeled, you'll come upon the ruins of a settlement. And in one of those ruins, the money is stashed.
Like quarry, stream, path, ruins. I should be able to remember that. And I should bring the treasure to you.
Actually, I'd rather you made the donation for me. I'm in no shape for running around now. Just come back when you've found it, or not. Meanwhile, I'll give some thought to who we shall donate the money to. Agreed?
I'll help, but it'll cost you.
Well, how could I refuse a pleasant stroll in the countryside? I'll be happy to go and look for your stash.
You are indeed an adventurous soul, Henry. As I recall, I hid there not only a large amount of groschen, but also something else. Nothing valuable, just a dagger which will be rusty by now. Please bring that to me too, as a memento. Good luck, Henry, and thank you.
Okay.
Can you tell me again precisely?
In the woods. I can't say quite precisely, and my own attempts at recovery. Most of the way you have to go uphill along the stream that after a while you come upon a forest trail that joins with the stream. You're young and had...
Maybe I could go...
It's not ideal terrain for horse... Anyway, from there you should follow the trail. When you reach a small ruined settlement, you're at the right place.
Okay.
Well, couldn't you just...
It seems peculiar, I admit. But this treasure has, as Johanka said, that's why it must be this money.
When you were talking about donating the money...
The Virgin Mary chose Sasau as the place to reveal her message, didn't she? Both places carry the same weight for me. The important thing is, I know Bailiff Hashek or Father Fabian will handle the donation better than, say, the monastery.
Wouldn't you say Johanka...
Certainly, but its financial affairs are handled by...
Then you can go and explain to Johanka and the wounded yourself that they'll...
That's not how I meant it. It's just that...
And you'd let my former Skalitz neighbours and Johanka... Do you really think the Overseer would give...
I'd rather the Rathaus or the church had the money.
When you were...
I'm not...
When you were...
As I said, I'm not...
Tell me...
I can't... Many years ago, I confessed...
Oh?
Well, we sold short... We passed off local wines as Italian. It was inevitable that... I am by nature a cautious man.
With trade.
So I let my associates get... Upon my return to Colleen, since King Wenceslas...
But your deed caught...
Just so.
When you were talking about
As I said, you've no need to go any further than the Sasau Rathaus or St. I'm not absolutely against giving a donation to the monastery.
I'm gonna go sleep. Oof. It's gonna be a mess. Start between the quarry and the marshland at the point where a stream flows into the river. This is the marshland. Quarry's over here, so down here, okay. If I follow the stream uphill, I should find a path that joins it, and that's where I see his hat. Follow the path to the settlement.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's the quarry.
I see the quarry and the marshland. Now I just have to find the stream that feeds into the river.
There it is. It goes uphill.
Here's the stream. I've got to follow its course upstream, deeper into the woods. I reckon I can't be even halfway. That forest trail must be higher.
You see, I should see his hat.
Here's that footpath. This is definitely the right way.
This dude.
Poaching, are we?
No. I'm on guard against Quumos here, see?
What is a Qumo?
Oh, on the lookout for Qumos, are you?
Aye, the whole countryside's full of them.
Oh.
You haven't got a nose for it, like a mouldy...
Is there some...
Aye, at the end of the trail, through the... I saw some mercenaries going there. Not... That ain't my style there. I'm more of a...
What so...
There's a lot of lairs and dens. Valuables left by ancestors.
This guy just
You
seems
only
weird.
have to put your ear to the ground and listen to the stuff.
I don't, but...
Even the branches.
mercenaries have been up here.
What, you think you can stand in my path, Boulder? I won't give in that easy. This doesn't look good. Dead and looted. I'm here at last. I'll have to comb the whole place. The bold knight, Sir Sebastian. I suppose I should tell him about it.
Two different types of arrows. Mercenaries plural. These two guys are...
Dead and looted. This is...
Olyan éhes vagyok, hogy felfalnám a csizmámat.
These humans don't need to be alive. There could be more, but I was expecting at least two, and I found three. So there's also a chance that we found them all. Is this the stash?
Pavel's stash must be somewhere else. This isn't it.
Bummer. Take out those other things. Not it.
This isn't it.
Overloaded is annoying. There it is.
Here it is. Groschen and a dagger.
Decide what to do with it. So, the guy whose money this is does not want to donate it to the monastery. Johanka works for the monastery, but she also doesn't really like the guy that she works for. What does this say? Okay. So the custodian sent mercenaries here to deal with the humans. Did he already know about the stash? That's not clear if he already knew about the stash or not. But all the humans killed the mercenaries anyway. So I'm supposed to give it to one of the 3 or 4 organizations.
Still on the lookout?
Always! No,
I hope you don't mind that I ki-
I don't mind. They multiply and they'll carry on fighting each
Okay. Just a weird, quirky dude. He's not a bad guy, I guess. So we'll leave him be.
Yeah!
I guess he meant humans instead of Cuomo's. But I could take the footpath back, but all I want to do is go to the stream and go down. So get to the bottom of this. Head off to the right.
Yeah!
I'm gonna put this back if you this place is one of the places we can donate it to. We go to another church to donate it. We got options. Decide what to do with it. Make a donation for the common good. Okay. Sasau Monastery, Sasau Bailiff, Sasau Priest. Well, let's go. I think everybody I'm going to talk to is here. Sasau Monastery, decide what to do. Yeah. Talk to the potential beneficiaries.
I hope I could.
I'd like to buy.
You want?
That's what I said. I'm in charge.
Well,
Looks like it.
Well,
and wheat for the.
I can arrange that.
I understand.
Have you got some?
I've got a merch.
This is. Take it or.
Does it really not bother?
Why should it bother me?
And you don't mind?
Seems to me that.
So you don't plan on.
What concern is it?
I'd like to donate quite a large sum to the.
Good heavens! As the bailiff, naturally, I welcome every.
Well, what could I
A proper stone bridge is the pride of every good town. The locals are also concerned. Then there's the armory, which burned down a few years ago. We weren't too bothered.
I'll think it.
May the Lord watch over you.
Okay, so armory or a stone bridge. Priest is inside the church. But the door to the church is over here. That door goes up to the tower.
I'd like to donate quite.
Pro bonum come. Well, I'll be very happy to accept it.
What could I?
Well, requiem masses for the dead can shorten the time the departed spend in purgatory. The greater the donation, the more masses I can say. Our house of God is also in need of improvement. It would also be possible to give all the money for poverty relief.
Okay, poverty relief.
I'll think it over.
Upgrade the church or improve the church, and requiem masses for the purgatory stuff. Okay, so that's, you have 5 options. And then I could talk to Johan about the monastery option. Maybe I'm not talking. Overseer, I guess.
God be with
I have a gift.
your hankers. I'd like to remind you that the infirmary, but of course, as long as. Who is the donor?
The donation is.
Indeed. I've heard that he has openly objected.
I managed to convince him to donate.
Really? Sound.
Wait a while.
God be with you.
Okay, so based off of that response, yeah, it's not clear.
Yeah.
What is it gonna go to? So I think of the options, our best choices are poverty relief and rebuilding armory. Those seem to be our best options. I'll talk to Pavel about it.
So I went looking...
And how did you get...
There really was money there. When you were talking about donating the money for the common...
As I said, you've no need to go any further than the Sassau Rathaus or St. Martin's Church. I'm not absolutely against giving a donation to the monastery. Goodbye.
Okay. Bailiff, priest, monastery.
Here, enjoy it.
We're gonna go help the poor and keep half.
Yeah.
Your cottage burnt down,
That's the man I wanted to see.
Oh! Watch where you're going, you...
About that...
Yes.
I'd like to...
I see.
I want to contribute... It will be in the name of...
How much are you...
This much.
It's a generous gift. I'm glad not everyone is turning from the true faith just because some woman is making a spectacle on the square. God bless you, lad. Goodbye.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did what you asked.
Thank you.
I gave everything to the parish priest of...
You know, I'd have done the same thing. Perhaps it'll ease my way. Thank you, Henry. It was an honor to meet. God be with you.
Farewell, Pavel.
Take care.
Yeah, selfless. Recovered Pavel's treasure without being discovered. Yeah, I guess I was pretty sneaky, huh?
Yeah!
Alright, I guess I'll go debrief Johanka. Wow, 1.5% of players got that reputation achievement. Cool. But yeah, that's an oddly specific achievement. I didn't even know it was a thing, but yeah, I guess I did do that. I did on the first try, no less. I didn't even know it was a thing. Cool. We take those. She's up here.
For the love of God!
Any news about my...
Yes! He's still lying in bed. I think he's real.
See? Like I said. About that bird...
How did it...
No, it wasn't at all easy. But...
Great.
What about those thugs?
No, not at all. But
Oh?
the Blessed Virgin visited me again, and she gave me a new message. And I must spread the word to the people right away.
What did she show you?
You'll find out.
Do you really think that's a good idea?
But what about the people who come to me? And the one... I can't keep the Virgin...
If you insist.
Thanks. Maybe it would be better. There's a meadow near the woods by...
You have to preach on the square.
Is that really necessary?
I think it would be for the best. Anyone who wants to...
That's a good point.
We'll set out tomorrow. In the meanwhile, if not, just come at dawn.
Yeah, I'll be happy to stay.
I've been running around like...
Don't tempt Satan. Come on then.
Yes, Ma.
Yes, Ma.
Oh, stop it. God be with.
Resting at your hankers. I don't know if this counts as a save or not. Hopefully it does.
Did you sleep all right, Henry?
Oh, like a log. I haven't slept that well for ages.
There. You see how everyone gets well taken care of here. Let's get going, so we're not late.
I'm right on your heels.
Off to the meadow, out of the way. I like her point about not annoying people that don't want to hear it. That's fine.
And she showed me a procession of fine people who had crowns on their heads, dressed in sumptuous cloaks, with swords at their sides. But then came demons of hell. Some of the men drew their swords to battle them, but others began to embrace the demons. They forgot the law, forgot justice, and only used the people for their own ends.
That doesn't sound good.
The wretched people could take no more. They stopped obeying their wicked masters and sought refuge with the princes of the just. Then the Virgin Mary came to the wicked ones. At her first step, their rich cloaks burst into flames. At her second, their swords broke into pieces. At her third, the crowns cracked on their heads. And then...
Watch out! They're coming. Run!
Uh-oh.
Henry.
About to get arrested.
Let there be no bloodshed.
Okay, that's what you want. Drive back the attackers without bloodshed.
Don't weaken the knee, will you?
What about it?
You'll get one more. You call me combat.
Really socking that guy.
Well, that's that. I hope after that beating they'll leave your hanker in peace.
Back to... Where'd she go?
Yeah.
I think I should save the game. Oh, I'm about to...
Yeah. Johanka.
Yes, yes. And are you all right?
I'm all right. And the...
Praise God. I never thought...
It took me by surprise too.
I will.
Maybe you shouldn't speak so...
I'm only repeating what the Blessed
Oh, if you...
While we're on the subject...
You spoke well. You ought to tell it to the learned masters of Prague.
Really, Henry? Henry? Another sinner came to... Would you take...
What, another one?
Well...
Then...
This time...
Me?
Everyone sins.
I don't know.
No one is entirely without...
I did a lot of...
I know, Henry. I'm not...
Okay.
But what sins do you...
You yourself should know best what... And I heard you've been locked up in the jailhouse more than once.
Well...
That's not something that happens to on...
I have a secret mission.
I had a secret assignment.
That must have been very secret
I love
indeed.
that. It's the
You had everyone
excuse
in
I
the whole
use for the
province
guards.
fooled. And from what I've heard, you've been light-fingered on occasion.
What?
They say you're a thief, Henry.
What? Never.
What?
I'd like to believe you.
I'm not a thief.
I'm not some dirty thief, and I'll do quite the contrary. I serve...
I'm glad it's not true. But, and another, you have coveted thy neighbour's wife.
Oh.
When did I do that? Oh. Yeah, I slept with Divish's lady. But she did seduce me. So.
She seduced me. It wasn't my fault.
Hmm.
The Lady of Talmberg ordered me to bring a horse to her and bring wine to her chamber. What could I do? I didn't know what she was after. With that shirt and everything.
You're saying she forced you?
Well, not exactly. But when the Lady of Talmberg offers me a gift, I can hardly refuse.
Well... Haven't you ever killed anyone, Henry?
Yes. Runt, and I'm not sorry.
Alright, I killed that bastard Runt, and I'd do it again. For Skalitz, and for everything else he did. Never before did I want to hurt someone so much. And it felt great, smashing that evil face of his. And I'm not done yet. I'll find that Markvart von Aulitz, and when I'm done with him, even the demons in hell will feel sorry for him.
Mary, Mother of God! Such rage and hatred! You mustn't let it take control of you. Where there is anger, there is the devil.
Okay. I'll kill him. Well, what do you want me to do instead? Let him off the hook for wrecking everything?
There was nothing else I could do. I can't help myself. I'm still so angry.
Henry, if you can't learn to live with it, it will destroy you.
That might
But
also
how?
be true.
How can I reconcile myself to that? That monster killed my parents.
And if you let yourself be blinded by vengeance, you'll turn into the same kind of monster as he is.
I don't know how I can...
Time heals all wounds.
You know, sometimes you speak like a saint.
I'll try. I don't know if I can bear it.
But I'm no saint. I don't know if I can wait so long. When will it pass?
You'll have to work that out for yourself. Like all of us.
How did you do it?
But while I was taking care... And now...
Well...
Okay.
Right.
And apart from Run, killed someone? You told me about that, but other...
Every other time it was self-defense.
Well, yes, but I was just defending myself. Or others. I had no choice.
If what you say is true, maybe you'll be forgiven. Henry, killing another human being is no trivial thing. And you did other bad things too. You can't just wave it all away.
How?
You have to undertake a pilgrimage of penance. Go to Ujits. There's a Marian church there. Put on a penance...
Can't I just ride there?
Certainly not.
And will that really relieve...
If you do it sincerely and with
But what if I can't
You've carried it up to now.
Yes, because I never had to think about...
If you find the burden too great, if you pass a cross or shrine along the way, God will help you to bear the weight for every sin.
Thank you, Johanka.
And when you get to Ujits, Pray to the Virgin Mary, and when you've finished,
Oh?
give the church... Don't waste time. Get going right away.
Expect me back in a week. Undertake the pilgrimage. So, go to Ujits. Okay. Well... Visit the sites and do penance. Nice. Okay. So, like, walk all this way. You know what? Fine. We will do that, but we'll do it, that'll be fun to do. We'll do it on the next part. I'll save it now. By sleeping. That's hilarious. Okay. I can just put it on. Probably look a little weird. I'm just gonna sleep for an hour to save the game. And we'll proceed. I don't have full health, but that's okay. Alright. So, interesting DLC quest, and we're still not done with it yet. But we will proceed tomorrow or Friday. I don't know. Whenever I have time. But we'll probably get back on at least one more time this week. Okay. Once the game loads, I'll be able to save out and quit. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will catch y'all next time. Bye-bye now.